And away we go with another episode of Left 4 Dead 2. Hottest game of 2009. You know, someday a boomer may come to you and tell you that 2009 was some kind of golden age in entertainment. And coming from the perspective of someone who was there, I can tell you that it was not. The things that people did for entertainment back then sucked. Think about it. What kind of music did people listen to in 2009? Listen to like frickin' Owl City? You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies. Yeah, you know that song. That was real popular. Probably shouldn't have been. And then there was 2009 era YouTube. That was also crap. Mainly because I wasn't there. But for real though, in 2009 people would watch like, I don't know, Ray William Johnson. I think I've seen perhaps maybe one episode of Ray William Johnson in my entire life. And honestly, that was too much. It's just worthless content. Although the things people watch on YouTube these days really aren't much better. Just watch shit from content farms. You know, just like that fake made-up shit that's made by bots. It's like Elsa, Spider-Man, Happy Fun Time Elves, and, you know, that type of shit. That's what people are watching these days. You gotta watch something that's good for your mind. Gotta watch, like, architecture and city planning videos. Or perhaps something about history and geography. Or whatever your specialized interest may be. So anywho, this level takes place in a mall, as you might have noticed. That's a throwback to George Romero's Dawn of the Dead, the original Zombies in a Mall movie. There's some symbolism there of zombies being in a mall. It's supposed to be critical of capitalism, you see. Yes, indeed. Speaking of being critical of capitalism, did you guys see that thing that apparently they're making the plot of Squid Game into an actual TV show where people are going to have a reality, game show where they compete for luxury items like expensive cars and houses and such, and basically everything that happened in Squid Game minus the killing people part? Somebody really said it best that capitalism can make an industry out of anything. Even criticisms of capitalism can be turned around for profit. It's a hell of a world we live in. But anyway, just reiterating my point from earlier, Dawn of the Dead was the inspiration for this level. I once looked at the soundtrack for Dawn of the Dead, and they had this one really weird track that doesn't fit the movie at all. I don't think it actually ended up in the movie. It was just like an unused track, but it was just like this goofy trumpet music. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I can't imagine how that would have fit into the movie, like if perhaps they were going to have like a silly dance number with all the zombies, like at the end of Plants vs. Zombies or something. And some of you might recognize that music because it appears at the end credits of Robot Chicken also. For all you Robot Chicken fans out there, I can't imagine there are many of you. Here's my hot take, but Robot Chicken is not entertaining to anyone over the age of 15. It's basically just the same joke over and over again with cartoon characters in adult situations. Ooh, oh fuck, that's a charger. Look out! Okay, yeah, we're good. Now, well, there was a second special infected right behind me. You know, that jockey reminds me of a funny YouTube video I saw once. It was made with the Source filmmaker, or perhaps Gmod. The premise was the jockey was riding the back of Coach's head, and they had like a montage of Coach running through all these different locations with the jockey on him, with like chaotic, like frantic music, and then one of the locations all of a sudden was like the Tunnel of Love ride at a carnival, and the music slows down and it plays that one saxophone tune that goes da 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 da. Yeah, that one. It plays that for a few seconds, and then it goes back to what it was doing before with the chaotic, frantic music and the jockey. You know what I'm talking about? 2009 really seemed to be the peak of funny Gmod YouTube videos about source characters. So maybe 2009 wasn't all bad. Maybe it wasn't all Ray William Johnson and Owl City. We also had the Gmod Idiot Box. It balanced out in a sense. Gosh, we really gotta shut that damned alarm off, don't we? Jesus. The next few minutes of this episode are going to be very annoying with that alarm going the whole time. But I guess that was kind of the intent, wasn't it? The developers wanted you to be annoyed, so that you'd go shut it off. Could be worse though. I mean, we could have the alarm going and then also have like audio of a game theory video going or something. Some kind of MatPat shit. In fact, let's actually do that. Let's make the most annoying thing we can. Oh god, there's a tank. Anyway, sorry I got distracted. Okay, with the alarm going and then also game theory audio. Okay, let me find a clip from YouTube and then I'll paste it into the video. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory. The other day, I met the Pope and I gave him a wedgie. You thought I was gonna say Undertale, didn't you? Because that's what actually happened. Anyway, the Pope was asking for it because I do not agree with his stance on Xbox versus PlayStation. I had to teach him a lesson. Tune in next week to find out if the Pope is actually Freddy Fazbear. Hold on, I gotta play my gay-ass song. There you go, that was real audio from an episode of Game Theory that I found. I think he had like a cold that episode or something. So, we are dangerously low on health. That much is for sure. This episode's just knocking the crap out of us. Part of the difficulty here is when I'm actually trying to get this footage, it's being played through my capture window, and so there's no sound, and so I can only go by audio. I can only go by visual cues and not audio cues, and you tend to miss when you're being approached. You're definitely at a disadvantage when that happens. Get out of the closet, you fools. It's like that episode of Billy and Mandy where they shoved the Mr. Rogers type guy in the broom closet. No, not Billy and Mandy. It was Evil Con Carne when they did that. Somebody out there will get that reference. Out of the two people that watch this channel, I'm sure at least one of them knows. Oh yeah, I remember that minor plot detail from that episode of Evil Con Carne from 2002. Yep. This is the shit that I come here for. References to Evil Con Carne. I'm not alone in my remembering of Evil Con Carne, though. I know for a fact that there are at least a few other people out there, because Pan Pizza did an interview with the creator of Evil Con Carne, although he also created Billy and Mandy, and that's probably why he booked the interview. I guess I never considered the other half of that, but anyway, he did the interview with him, and then there was also an interview with the creator of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and that guy was really funny. He was like being evasive and giving like jokey non-answers to all the questions. He'd ask him like, "Hey man," so no, that's not what he sounds like. Anyway, he would ask him like, "So how did you get into animation?" And he'd say, "With a pencil." I would expect no better from the creator of Courage the Cowardly Dog. He's a strange man who made a very scary thing. And that's the ball game. We got one more episode of Left 4 Dead to go, where we gotta gas up that race car, you know, that famous mission, and put a little juice in it. Yeah, that'll be real fun when we get to it. And who knows when that's gonna be.